Hi Pisces, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth, I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader, and this, my darlings, is your weekly pulse for the 24th to the 30th of March. Now this is the Key Wisdom way of helping the universe heal and to feel better and to raise our vibrations, okay? I'm calling this positive realism because that is how I deliver. That is what I deliver every single time, my darlings. So I'm going to pick 6 cards. I'll tell you what the placement is as we go. I've shuffled already. I've meditated already. I'll do a little bit more on camera and then we'll get into your reading, Pisces. I just decided to pop out just so you can see. I just want to say, Pisces, you have been fabulous for Key Wisdom. So thank you. Keep up the views. You've been brilliant viewing all these views. So thank you. Okay, my darling. So the card at the base of the reading is the 5 of Cups. Card at the base of the reading is really the perspective that you need to see this week through. And this is a week of release for you, emotional release. You know, sometimes, especially when we are working, when life is just going on around us, we don't really realize and recognize the things that we carry with us, the things that are not the emotional baggage, if you will. Well, you know, no matter where you are in the world, you know, you're probably maybe not on lockdown, but you know, you're out less, etc. We know what's going on around the world with the virus. So it's giving people an opportunity to confront things. It's giving us all an opportunity to release things and to recognize our emotional selves, to recognize the things that we've been carrying around with us. So that's what you need to think about this week. You need to think that this week is a week of release for me. It's about emotional changes. Wow, look at this. You know, you need to watch. I'm going to say this. I'll link it at the end. The manifestation tarot therapy reading that I did, because I say in that reading that in order to manifest, in order to create, we have to release feelings of lack, feelings of inadequacy that we've held with us for so long. And this is just beautifully demonstrated by these 2 energies here. So the card in this position is your motivating factor, what's moving you, what's motivating you this week. And we've got the Magician energy. The card in this position is your experience. So what you're encountering this week, what you're going to be facing up to this week. That's a Queen of Swords. And then finally in this position, in the 3rd position, we've got our understanding, your soul message or your karmic message. So what's the lesson of this week? So let's start here with the Magician, your motivating factor. What's moving you? What's motivating you this week is the Magician, Pisces. What a lovely energy to start with. You know, this is the energy of having everything necessary at your disposal right now to create, to build, to manifest. Now, remember what I've already said, and it's the truth, that in order to be able to manifest, we have to release. In order to be able to create the life, the stability, the relationship, the health that we want, we have to be able to release. So we can't keep saying, not we can't keep, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with having emotional baggage. So there's nothing wrong with having those emotional impediments. But once we start to realize that they exist, and then we can release them, you free up your energy, you free up more of yourself to create, to build, to grow. So what's you know, some of you, this could be suggesting. We see cuts, we know that it could be a little bit of the illness. So I know that my brother-in-law, he's currently in lockdown, in isolation. He's a fellow Pisces. Hey, Stu, I know you're watching. So this is Stu being ill. But this is something that he'll be fine in a couple of days. I mean, he's got another week or so, I think, in the back bedroom. So anyway. But what this week is showing you, what it's giving you is an opportunity to release. So even if you're in bed, you're one of those people, hopefully not too poorly, but you're in isolation. You can't really go anywhere, do anything. It's hopefully giving you an opportunity to reflect on emotional things, to reflect on the emotional things that you need to let go of, the emotional baggage that you held on to that needs to be released. And that's positive, because it leaves your hands free to create. You've got your hands free to create as you move forward. What are you experiencing this week then? So you've got this energy of wanting to create, of wanting to do something different, of wanting to do something more, of wanting to manifest something. I don't know what it is. It's different for everybody. This is what you're going to be encountering this week, though. The Queen of Swords. So what you're encountering, which is beautiful, is this energy of the Queen of Swords, feminine energy, all about our understanding, our wisdom, what's within. And the sword energy is all about your thoughts, your mind, your clarity, your communication, how your lucid mind, how you communicate with yourself, how you communicate with others, your logic, your reason. This is about understanding all of those things, having clarity on what you want to say, having clarity on what you now think, having clarity on your perspective. That's what the Queen of Swords represents, and it represents in this position that's something you're going to be encountering. You're gaining that clarity this week. You're gaining wisdom. You're gaining understanding this week because of the fact that you are isolated. Again, there's always something in it that we can get out of it, whatever the situation that we're in. Okay, and then finally for this, in this position number 3, we've got your understanding your soul or your karmic message. Now, when I talk about the soul message, we have karmic experiences in order to learn, in order to grow, in order to know ourselves more. We have karmic lessons. And for you guys this week, what you're trying to learn this week, what you're trying to understand this week is where you're putting your energy and effort, the commitments that you're making, the responsibilities that you're taking on. How much am I doing? Am I able to sustain all this? Am I able to do all this? Helps you to be reflective. Now, if you're, chilling at home, I say chilling, I use that phrase, but you know what I'm saying. If you're isolated, let's say, if you're at home, you're not able to do anything. Again, you're sort of, you're sitting there, you're lying there, you're feeling things, you're feeling how you're feeling, and you're responding and noticing this card. Where you put your energy and effort in order to manifest security. What commitments have you made? Because it seems like there's a lot of things that you're committing to, or that you're wanting to commit to. You're wanting to commit to providing security for yourself in this way. You're wanting to commit to providing security for yourself in this way also. Now, we can only do so much. The lesson is, or the question I suppose is for this energy is, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? Are you able to continue to do all this, to do both of this? This is like my sister. She's a Capricorn, obviously. She's my twin. But she'd be like, she's got to look after Stuart. She's got to look after baby. He's a gorgeous baby. And I can't even see him. I'm so sad. Anyway, got to look after her baby. And she's a chartered accountant, my sister. She's got to do... So she's got to work from home. She's got to... So this is like you... juggling, thinking about what it is, and when I see this card here as well, it makes me think always of worthiness. Do we do too much because we don't want to face, because I don't want to see, because I don't want to sit with these feelings that I have? Am I doing all this? Am I juggling all this so that I don't have to notice how I feel about what's happening? That's just something for you to consider. Now, obviously, your life. I don't. But these are the questions that these energies are sort of conjuring for us now. Okay, so let's look at the second row, the final row. So here we've got love. Love potential or love lesson for this week. We've got the Two of Swords. Then we've got the challenge for this week. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you see, this is the challenge. Anyway, I digress. And then finally, we've got your gain. Now, in this position, this card in this position for me is what to consider in meditation this week, in your mindful moments. So I encourage every one of you, every one of us, to make some quiet time each day connect with yourself each day, each night, whatever, maybe just 5 minutes, and just reflect, consider, and think over how this message can help you to find peace, can help you to find reassurance this week. And the message for you is the Eight of Wands. I should have known that was there. Probably knew it was there. But anyway, it fell out before. It's there. So, what is this? I feel like it's like saying, what is this trying to tell you? What's going on right now? And when I say what's going on, I don't mean necessarily out in the world. I mean in your world, in your emotional world, in your mental world, your mind, your thoughts. What is going on for you in that space this week? That's what you need to engage with. We all have to start to become sober to the truth of how I'm really responding to what's going on. So if some of us are panic buy, not me, I can't afford to panic buy. I've not got no carbs. Anyway, I don't get paid till tomorrow. Anyway, some of us people are panic buying. I don't judge. Some people are stockpiling. I don't judge. Some people are, I don't know, whatever people are doing. Watching news, that's what I do. Watching news 24/7. Some people are avoiding news and just cleaning the house. Whatever it is, it's time for us now. A lot more of us around the world are being in lockdown, in quarantine. Some of us have been there for a couple of weeks, a couple of days. It's time for us now to actually start to notice the impact, how what's going on everywhere is affecting me emotionally. How is it affecting me mentally? How is what's going on affecting what I'm doing? How is it affecting how I'm feeling energetically? That's what I encourage, and that's what these cards seem to be encouraging you to notice this week. Okay, so in the position of love, your love potential or love lesson, if there's a person that you're in love with or that you're interested in, could be, and you're separated from, for example, could be an earth sign. Aquarius, I can't remember the signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that's it. But anyway, that's by the by. Now, for you, love potential, love lesson, this is about, we know this. I mean, I'm going to say it like this, we know, we could be stuck. We want to make a commitment. We want to be with somebody. We're not able to act. We're not able to tell them. We're not able to see them. We're not able to really communicate in the way that we want to even. This is what this is showing. So it shows that there may be some of that for you this week. But remember, ultimately, the lesson is learning to engage with what I'm feeling, with what I'm doing, what I'm physically doing, what I'm feeling emotionally, how I'm energetically feeling, like how I'm instinctually responding, and also to how I'm thinking mentally about this. This is what this week's about. So for love, even though you want to maybe make a commitment with somebody, or you maybe want to, tell somebody how you feel, you may not be in the space, in the mental space, clearly in your mind. You might not have the clarity to say those things yet, or to communicate in the way that you want to communicate yet. That is fine. This week is about noticing how you are responding emotionally, as I've said about 7 million times. So that's where your focus should be, okay? So then next we have here the Page of Pentacles, and this is your challenge. And this is, maybe not Pentacles energy, where we put our energy and effort in order to manifest security, manifested reality, things that really exist, solid things that we can see and touch and feel. And pages, masculine energy, so it's about what we do in a nutshell, and it's about trying to do more, So this is, for some of you, that might be a challenge. You might not be able to do as much as you would usually do, and some of you are trying to do more than you should be doing. So if it is you, Stuart, or anyone else who's recovering, you're getting, you're at home, you've been isolated, you're at home, you've been unwell, but you come next Wednesday, come Thursday, you think I'm all right, and you're going to try to do a bit too much. This is the challenge. It's like, we know you want to do it, but you've got to allow for yourself to be fully strong again before you start doing everything that you were doing before, and you've got to Just give yourself time, release it, because really when we're doing too much, it might be because we don't think we've been doing enough. Does that make sense? You know, you almost, it comes from a place of guilt. It's fine. You don't have to feel, no one has to feel guilty, even though we all do. No one has to feel guilty for being ill, okay? You don't have to feel guilty for being ill, or for having to be in isolation for 2 weeks or whatever. You don't have to feel guilty for that. So that's the thing that's going to potentially challenge you. What can I do? You know, you're wanting to do things. You maybe, as I said, some of you maybe wanted to do a little bit too much. That's the thing that's going to challenge you a little bit this week. And then finally, what to consider as you move forward this week. What to consider in meditation this week in your quiet moments. And we've got the 8 of Wands. Wand energy, not talked about it yet. Wand energy is all about your life force, your chi, your key. The thing that literally moves us and animates us is the wand energy. If you've ever felt excitement, if you've ever felt anticipation, if you've ever felt trepidation, that is you experiencing the wand energy. Okay, now 8 is the karmic number. We go through karmic number and we have experiences karmically that are to teach us about ourselves. This is like new energy coming in. So for some of you, as I said, you might have been ill for the last week and then you should be in bed for 2 weeks, but you're like, do you know what, I'm all right, and you're going to try do more. You're going to feel that energy coming into you. Just allow yourself to respond, to engage with, why am I doing what I'm doing? What am I feeling? How am I responding? How am I acting? How am I behaving? This is the literal impulse that you would have, the thing that would give you an impulse to move, to get up in the morning, to go do something. This is that impulse energy, if you will. And this is what you have to engage with in meditation or in your quiet times this week. You've got to engage with those impulses that you're having. Where are those impulses coming from? Are they really serving you? Are you fully, clearly understanding them? Is there still illness to release as well? But obviously also emotional, the impact of it. You know, if you were afraid, you know, some people, they don't like being ill. So as soon as they feel even a tiny little bit better, like, right, no, I'm fine now. It's like, mate, you still got 6 days in bed, love. Get in bed. Don't worry, yeah? But it's noticing how you are responding to what is unfolding, to what's going on. This week we have the opportunity, that sort of reflection time, that quiet reflection, which I really think you should be using, and I really think you should be engaging with. So the question of this card is, what are my impulses? How am I responding to my impulses? You know, where do my impulses come from? What are my impulses connected to? And the questions that I'm asking here, that's kind of like conscious meditation. So don't forget to check out the Key Wisdom playlist. I have examples of conscious meditation there, which is just a way that I use one of the many ways that I use meditation, to be fair. There's an example there for you, so you can check that out and you can maybe try that yourself. But check out the Key Wisdom playlist for 1 minute videos, 1 minute mindfulness videos, to 50-minute, conversations about mindfulness, meditation, Reiki and tarot, okay? I hope you're back next week, Pisces. I hope you're going to look after yourself. I hope you're going to stay safe. I hope you're going to protect yourself and your loved ones and your family, and just look after yourself. I will be back here next week with a brand new readings. I will also be on Instagram. Hang on a second. I keep showing people. I'll also be on my Instagram. I'll be posting on Instagram again from tomorrow. So yeah, head over there, check it out, subscribe, etc. Okay, my darlings, have a wonderful week, Pisces, and I will see you all again next week with your brand new readings. Take care, my darlings. Bye.